Hello and welcome back to another Grand Arena Championship. I'm Heathen13 and this is Season 22, Week 3, Round 2. So this season I feel like I've gotten a lot of opponents that really lean into defense. And today is no exception. My opponent today's name is Alex. So let's look at the matchup. Alright, I have virtually all of the green on my side of the hotbot overview, so let's take a closer look. In the stats, we've got some very interesting things here. First, a relatively low guild GP at 227 million, only 550,000 lifetime banners, and a top score of 38,000. Looks to me like Alex plays, but again, he really leans into defense, so he's not getting a ton of banners from his matches. I know he's leaning defense because that ratio of offensive wins to defense is about 42%, 1,049 wins to 445 defense, and he only has 11 total clears. So these stats to me say he's going to put a lot on defense or auto deploy. So I checked the online history and sure enough, he throws a lot on defense. So when we compare our roster, I do have a little bit of an edge in totals GP, top 80 and top 65. I have a couple more Zetas, but once again, I have a huge advantage when it comes to speed. My average added speed on my top 80 is 103, and his is 55. So just a huge advantage for me. I also have 7 more Gear 13s, he has 19 more Gear 12s. And as one would expect with that speed advantage, I have way more mods with high speed secondaries. This might be the biggest mod disparity in my favor that I've ever had. Checking out relics, and I also have the advantage here, 204 total levels to 187. And when we get to the meta character report, I have advantages here as well. We both have a Galactic Legend, my Luke versus his Kylo, but my opponent does not have gas. Apparently just never decided to unlock him, which seems crazy that this game is pushing people so far towards Galactic Legends that he's not even opening General Skywalker before getting a Galactic Legend, but that is just the way the game is set up now. And that low guild GP is rearing its ugly head here when we get to ships. My opponent does not have a Malevolence. So let's take a look at his roster, see if there's anything else other than that missing gas that we can see. As expected, he's running SLKR in his squad arena. And something that sticks out to me right away is that he not only on the overview here has Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, but you can see down here in the bottom left corner, he also has Sith Eternal Emperor unlocked at Gear 8. Now, he didn't have him at lock, so I don't have to worry about him, but it does mean that he had all of these Empire characters that he needed to unlock him ready to go at lock. So that is the big defining thing about his roster. He has everything he needed for SLKR and for C, and that really shaped his roster. And one of the things that really stuck out to me other than no General Skywalker is that his Grievous team, which normally is a staple, is also really undergeared, and again that goes right into that not having gas. So I'm always expecting a really tough Grievous squad, and that's not here either. So because this is the middle match of the week, I'm able to do it on Saturday morning. I have 2 hours left in the attack phase, so well rested, not in the middle of the night, and I was able to wait to have my opponent go first. So let me show you the board, see what he's done to my defense and what I'm up against. So as you can see, he was only able to get through one zone. Down here in the bottom, I tried to keep as tough a defense as I could, but I saved a lot for offense because my opponent goes so heavy defense. I did put my gas and my Grievous. He took 2 on Grievous and got him down. I also put my Traya squad here, and he was able to get rid of Set, but failed on that as well and got stuck. So I do not think he's clearing this part of the board. Up top, I put my Geos. It took him 2 shots to get through that. I put my BAM with Nest. He cleared everything but Nest in the first try and then was able to get through in 2. And he cleared my crew in 1. And then because he doesn't have a Malevolence, I chose to go ahead and put my Malevolence on defense because he tends to put his Negotiator on defense. So I was hoping to trip him up here, and it looks like I did. It took him 2 tries to get through my Malevolence, and then he spent 2 battles trying to get through my Empire and ran out of ships here. So I think he's done. He just cleared that 1 zone. I just need to clear half the board to win. But as always, I'll go for the full clear. Up here we've got General Kenobi with his clones, because again, no gas. He's got his Darth Revan team. He's got his Jedi Knight Revan team. Both these squads are good, but are a little low on the relics compared to what I normally see. Down on the bottom here is his SLKR, along with Phasma, so all the First Order, and then that Grievous team. So as always, I will start here on the bottom and see if I can't open up the back. The key battle is going to be this SLKR. I saved my Jedi Master Luke for this, and I decided to shuffle things around a little bit, and I'm putting Jedi Knight Revan on this squad with me. It allows me to focus fire over on Red Trooper. I'm also bringing Old Ben for the ability blocks and Hermit Yoda for the Foresight, hopefully to mitigate some of that damage from SLKR's AoE. So this is it. If I can't get SLKR down with this, I don't really have anything else that can beat him. So cross our fingers I can get this down, otherwise we won't be full clearing today. So I am faster, I get the efflux up right away and get the ability block up on Kylo. And then I will go ahead and put the Yoda buff on Jedi Master Luke. And now this is why I brought Jedi Knight Revan. I can bypass the taunts and go straight after Sith Trooper and hopefully get him down. There we go. And I'm not going to use Ben's middle ability because Kylo is already ability blocked. So I will just send in Luke. I will go ahead and stun everybody. Now he is ability blocked. Let's go ahead and push back his cooldowns, and let's get Foresight up, just in case. We're gonna keep sending this over to Jedi Knight Luke to get the damage going. Try and get to our ultimate as soon as possible. And I'm hoping this will take out First Order Stormtrooper. It did. And now we'll hope for the ability block. Got it. Very nice. And let's see if we can get rid of Hux. Nice. So now we are just up against SLKR. We're doing pretty well on health. He hasn't been able to get a AoE off yet. So we're just going to keep bouncing it back and forth between Luke and Luke. Mark him. And it would be really lovely if we can get him down without taking more damage. Fantastic. That's about as smooth as I could have hoped for. Alright, next up is the rest of this First Order. I have my Jedi Training Ray, and I'm hoping that my Jedi Training Ray can do it. I've got several Gear 12s here, so there's always a chance of losing a Resistance hero. But we will go ahead and hide everybody but Ray. I think I want to wave down Kylo Ren when I get a chance. And I'm gonna start spreading the inspiration and going after Executioner. And we'll save the grenade, but we haven't hit yet. Spoke too soon. Get the burning up. Almost. And I think next we will go after Officer. So let's do the Grenade of Healing. Keep our wiggle to wave down Kylo again. And I think I want to... I think just a regular basic can kill him. Oh, not quite. Well, that's unfortunate. Killed him on the counterattack, so we are just hemorrhaging banners now. We need to get Illuminate Destiny to get some of this back. Let's try and get Healing Immunity on Kylo now. And we will we'll do our best to finish off Officer. Spreading that integration around if we can. Oh, I messed up. Needed to give it to oh, they did. There's our Destiny. We'll wave down Kylo again. At this point, I just want to control the situation enough that I can still get most of my protection back. Walk away with full or close to full banners. I'm close, but I am missing a little bit on a couple of them. So we'll see if we can extend it a little bit, stall harder here. I will just basic. Get inspiration around some more. Healing grenade. And I think that might have done it. Let's just go for the kill and see if we got the 60. Alright. Alright, since I used my Jedi Knight Revan along with my Jedi Master Luke to get through that SLKR, I actually have this interesting Jedi mishmash with Bastila as lead that I'm going to go ahead and take in against Grievous. I could absolutely take my Night Sisters, which is one of my preferred counters, but I know that's going to get a 55. Whereas this one, his Grievous is only Relic 2. He's also not modded properly. He's modded for crit damage and crit chance. And all of the rest of these droids are all gear 12. So I think I have a chance, a better chance of coming away with this. Coming away from this with decent banners by using this Jedi group with Bastila. So I'll just keep calling Yoda in. Now I don't get to mark, so I am a little bit at the mercy of who's available for sure. But I'm hoping that I can get through this without too much problem. So there's B2 getting down. And I do need to take out Droidica here. He is damaging you. Put the big hit over there on Shock. So as soon as Bastila's Dispel comes up, I will do that. Oh, I forget, Shock T has a Dispel as well. So they're dispelled, and so does Ezra for that matter. So we got lots of dispels on this team. Let's heal Ezra, try and get him full healthy. And we really, let's see if we can get a stun. Nope. Yoda is who I really want going here. So now we need to get a hit from Shock to clear that. Or a hit from Ezra. That. Let's call in Yoda. So this feels slow compared to what happens with my Jedi Knight Revan squad. But most of my team is pretty healthy still, so from that point of view, it seems like it's working. I think that Jolie, Yoda, and Bastila all still have bonus protection. Full protection plus bonus. I know I'm missing it on both Ezra and Shock. And now I'm missing a bunch of health on Ezra as well. So let's call Ezra, try and get him a little healthy. And get a stun, very nice. Let's see if we can just end it. Okay, 58's not bad. That's certainly better than the 55 I would have got with Night Sisters. So I'm expecting more tough teams in the back. Let's take a look and see what he left me. Oh wow, he skimped out a lot. I was expecting the Geos. Oh, and the Karth. The difference was I was expecting for him to put Padme back here, and instead he put his Phoenix. So I got a lot more here to use now because of that. So let's go back up to the top and take care of those teams. We will start with Darth Revan, and I'm just going to mirror it. And we'll take in the full group. The big key for this is just, am I faster? And I am. And so we'll come around and go after Bastila. That took them out. Let's go ahead and hit the lightning. And we'll throw the grenades. We almost got them down. Let's go ahead and lightning them. Thankfully, their Malak has decided to hit my Malak every time. And here we are. Next up is his Jedi Knight Revan, and we will go with Padme against him. And I know I've had issues with Padme against Jedi Knight Revan before, but we shouldn't have that issue because we have Cat. And so, worst case scenario here is we just wait until Cat gets multiple ultimates off. And I know only the first one outright kills him, but the rest of them do a mighty lot of damage. This should trigger Savior. Oh, I guess I already triggered Savior. So let's go ahead and stun Koli so he can't revive. And well, let's get rid of Johnny. I was gonna get rid of Jolie, but had to wait a turn there to make sure we're fully healed and protected up. And so I keep missing 60s by a tiny bit, but I will take a bunch of 58 and 59s. Now this General Kenobi squad, originally I thought I was going to need to use CLS on Padme in the back, and I was going to try and do a bounty hunters against them, but since I don't need to use CLS in the back, we will shift and use it here. Where's 5s? Let's go ahead and attack 5s, and then we'll get rid of this taunt from Kenobi, buff immunity so we can't get it back, and take 5s down, get Rex out of here, and make it so Echo can't throw his grenade at us. So we got him stunned up, and kill Cody. And this should do it. Oh, he had foresight. That's gonna miss. There we go. And that brings us to ships. And here we have a Tarkin thing. I'm not sure what that's about. And then his rebels, kind of. But no Millennium Falcon. It looks like he must have saved his Malevolence and his Negotiator for offense, and he still wasn't able to get my ships down. So that is a surprise to me. I was not expecting this. So let's take my rebels, and we will do that against this Empire. And normally I wouldn't do rebels versus Empire because I'm worried about their burning from their bomber, but he's not in the starting lineup, and I think I can get through it fast enough that maybe I don't even get to their lineup. Their reinforcements, rather. Yeah, this is a First Order TIE Fighter, First Order TIE, and Maul's ship. So that's funky, for sure. I don't know why you wouldn't just put this with Finalizer with Cruise Team. But I guess I'm not complaining. Let's get rid of that counterattacking and see if we can just get through this without letting it get a reinforcement. Not quite. Even then, it's a Sith bomber, not the TIE bomber. So, interesting choices for sure. I'm going to choose to heal to make sure I'm healed up all the way rather than bringing in a reinforcement, because I think I'm just going to do it. Alright, and that's going to let me bring my negotiator against his home one. And I don't think I need to bring a ton of reinforcements. We'll just bring 2. And I think that should be enough as well for this one. Again, I think I should be able to tear through him pretty quick without many or any reinforcements coming out. The only rebel he has here is Biggs. So I guess we'll go after Rex first. And that. Let's give that back over to Anakin so we can get him attacking quick. And sure, why not? We'll bring in Ahsoka, get a big hit out, and let's see if we can end this thing before he gets his reinforcement. Do this to get our offense up. No, he got one too. But Flo, again, he's not really sticking with factions much at all here on ships. Let's do the ultimate, why not? That will end it for sure. So, you can never complain when you get 68s in both of the ship battles. That leaves us back here to the back. We've got Geos, I've got Vader. Match made in heaven, for me at least. And we'll take out Watt and we'll put in Thrawn. And these 3 should be enough. I do not have Palpatine, so I cannot start with a Force Crush. Let's make sure that I remember that. I'm saying it now. No Force Crush. Let's go ahead and strip their turn meter. Right? Yeah. Strip all their turn meter. And then no Force Crush. I almost just did it anyway. There's the Force Crush. And where is Spy? There's Spy. Get him out of here. We'll start going around the horn. Oh, get Soldier out too. See if we can get an ability block or ability block by death. We'll do that. And then we'll throw. So we have missed a tiny bit of protection over on Gideon. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and get that back, make sure he's full. Oh, but I have to attack again now, and he's just going to counterattack. So that was dumb by me. Bummer. So we're going to end up losing that banner regardless. In the end, it's fine. I think I'd still get with a 61. Alright, and against Karth, my preferred Mon Mothma. And we're going to stick with the turn meter train version here. I actually made a mistake on my defenses. I didn't intend to, but I put Django with my BAM squad. And so things got a little messy here, but it meant that I had Kara available, which meant I was totally able to do the turn meter train again. So this works really well, and it will work even better once I get a little gear on POW and Hoth Rebel Scout. So we'll just work our way through these guys. I don't think that they should get any attacks. And let's clear that Hoth again. And there goes Candyman. It would be great if eventually I can get enough gear on this team that I can use this squad against Grievous. But for now, lots and lots of people bring Karth, so why not have a counter that gets you a almost guaranteed 60 every time, as long as you're faster than them. Now it's going to take me a while to chew through Zawar here. Alright, well, it took a while, but got through it. And that leaves us with Phoenix. So, normally I would want to bring in Wampa here to try and solo or something, but my Wampa is gonna get stunned and die. So, I've got Bounty Hunters, I've got Night Sisters available. We're just gonna do Bounty Hunters, and we may not get a 60 or even a 58 or 9, but we'll get through them eventually. We'll taunt up and get the Frenzy. Let's go ahead and stun Sabine so she can't do her big AoE. We've already got our contract up. Let's see if we can stun Ezra as well. And we'll kill Zeb since he is not stunned. And then we'll go back and take out Sabine. And let's see if we can stun Hera. Nope. Let's go ahead and go after Ezra. Let's get our taunt up. So this will work nicely. Get ourselves back into stealth. Couldn't get the stun. He's going to counterattack, but we're going to make sure we're healed. This should do it. Almost. Here we go. Alright, and that is it. Pretty happy with that run. I saved a ton for offense to try and get through his defense and got 2498, which is a much higher score than I anticipated I'd get, and was able to keep him from clearing the board. So 2498 to 1414 is going to be our final. I want to say thank you, Alex, for the match. Thank you for playing and setting a tough defense and making me really plan it out ahead of time. I really enjoyed that. I also want to say thank you all for watching, and I will see you again next time. My next opponent, whichever one I end up getting, is definitely going to have 2 Galactic Legends, so we should be in for a good final. I'll see you then.